We're at the Northeast Indiana High School Wrestling Media Day. This is Juwan. I'm here with the Wrestling Matters podcast. I have Coach Harley and Coach Lynn from New Haven High School. Thank you guys for coming on today. So New Haven High School wrestling. How did last season go? Anyone want to update for anyone on the podcast that wouldn't be familiar?
Last year, as far as team-wise, we had a relatively young team, which is good for the future, obviously. We were sectional runners-up. We were fourth in our conference, third overall with the team. We had 13 regional qualifiers, so one of them's not with us anymore, so we bring back 12. So we bring back a lot of experience, so we're kind of excited about the future at New Haven. We had a huge freshman class, the biggest one we've had in a long time, and they're all sophomores now, so putting in a lot of work in the off-season. Just moving on from there. We still have a fairly decent group of seniors coming back as well. It's probably the most we've had in a while, so 6 or 7 seniors, so have some good leadership on our team as well.
Awesome. And then Harley, what would you say what was the highlight of last year for you? What would you say personally as a coach?
I would say probably Josh Clark at the end of the year. He did a lot of work, and I don't think anybody expected him to make it to the level of state with the record and everything he had, but he really worked hard. He had a few secrets that you can depend on with him, and to come out and be the guy who's 49-0 at semi-state is pretty much unheard of. And then turn around and go to the second round and do that again. I mean, it's lucky once, but lucky twice. Did he just know what he was doing? Between the two of them, they both looked like lucky moves, but he really did, I think, at both times know exactly what he was doing. And to see him, all the things that he's been through, like he's been through a lot of adversity on the mat during his life himself. To see him be able to make it to that next level is probably one of the best things I've seen. Even not even just last year, like totally as a coach, was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up too, because that was a powerful moment. I was there at the Coliseum erupted, and he is a special kid. He's a nice kid, and he works that stuff. He'll hit, like I've rolled around with him at practice. He'll go for that. It's not a fluke. He looks for that. He looks for that. It's not. That's in his. Yeah. He's a pinner for sure. That's exciting. So obviously a couple losses with some injuries, some transfers, but coming back, you got Easton Doster. He had a good offseason and a good year last year. How do you guys feel about Doster coming in this year?
Like I said, he's been all over the United States working on big time tournaments in IPO and Super 32 and national duels. He's a tireless worker. He works out at Warrior RTC multiple times a week. He's a great leader. So he's going to be wrestling 132 this year, so he's moving up a little bit. So he walks around, 145. So he's not going to make. It's still a good cut for him, but like I said, he was 130 last year and made it to 113. So he knows what he's doing. He wants to be stronger this year. That's kind of a goal for him. He's put a lot of time in the weight room. That's kind of been our off-season focus, actually. So just look for him to be stronger, his gas tank. He's been working on his gas tank. So he's a tough kid. I'm excited about him.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'm glad that I thought he was big. I'm excited to see him go up. That's awesome.
At some point, I think, too, when you get to that level, you want to worry about wrestling, not worry about making weight so much, and it kind of takes away. And I think that might get to the point he was at. It's just like, it's not as fun when you got to cut 25, 30 pounds.
Yeah.
He's still cutting a lot, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, managing it better, though. I like to hear that. That's awesome.
Something less he has to worry about. Now you focus on wrestling.
Yep. As far as the upper weights, how do you guys feel about this year? Any of the big guys? I saw a couple different 220s at the Tussle on the Turf, maybe. Was it one or two? And then you got a couple big guys that have been getting better.
Yeah, we got some. So I don't know. Josh Clark is more than likely going to be out the entire year this year.
It's tough news.
Because of injuries. We do have guys. Our main 220 last year was Dejan Ware.
Okay.
Really good football season for us.
Yeah.
For him to, he would have probably had to make a decent cut to make the 220 if we had Josh. So now he doesn't have to worry about that. So he's going to wrestle heavyweight for us, and our 195 is probably going to be our 220 from last year, Matt Corey.
Okay, yeah.
He's a regional qualifier. Not a lot of experience on the mat for either one of those guys, but they're tough workers and they got good bodies. And as you know, Josh proved you don't need to be good at a lot of things at those heavyweights. You can perfect a couple different things and be athletic, and those guys both are.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna have successful seasons.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
Some first-year wrestlers. We got a move in from North Carolina. He's a really good football player. Not a whole lot of wrestling experience, actually, good. But
all right.
You can develop him into being a pretty good heavyweight. If not now, for the future.
Yeah. I like that you said that. Develop your guys. I feel like you guys do a good job at that. I feel like people don't do that enough. But develop your guys. You know, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, yeah. I mean, that's probably it as far as New Haven wrestling. That's good. Thank you for the coverage preview. You told us what weight Doster's going. A couple shifting the lineup to 220s, going up to heavyweight if Clark doesn't come back. So, I'm excited for you guys. Good luck. I have a couple personal questions for you guys. Coach Lynn, I'll ask you first. What was the best win of your wrestling career?
So my wrestling career is a little bit based because of football. So I played college football.
Oh wow!
So just wrestling in general was kind of my motivation to become a better football player.
Right.
I always had dreams and aspirations to be in Division I, but I wasn't that level. I played Division III, played Manchester College, greatest time of my life. And wrestling did that for me. I try to bring that to our kids, our football players. I learned a lot about myself while I was on the wrestling mat. Pretty good football player, but you get humbled pretty quick on the wrestling mat if you don't have a whole lot of experience.
Yeah.
I wrestled in middle school and high school, so I was a regional qualifier 3 years. I just, nothing fantastic. I learned a lot about myself. I had some great coaches that I coached with before I became a head coach that taught me what I know about wrestling today. So just how it can shape your life and make you a better person. That's really the goal. It should be the goal of high school coaches.
Yeah.
You obviously want to win championships, you want to win matches, but I think kids can learn way more about things in life and wrestling than they're going to in any other sport. That's kind of that's my inspiration.
See, that's awesome because that answers what would have been my next question. I was going to ask, why does wrestling matter? And that pretty much sums it up.
There's no other sport in the world that mimics life, ups and downs, adversity. That's why I try to tell our kids, even if they're not great wrestlers, they're going to become better human beings because of this sport.
Yeah, definitely. What was the best win of your career as a wrestler, Harley?
Best win?
Yeah, or the best feel like when you walked off the mat. What was the best feeling after a win? It doesn't have to be.
I would say for me, wrestling was the cheapest part of my life. I was going through the same thing. Doing foster care and children's home, and I kind of used it as a base to kind of motivate me to do better, be a better person. And since I've done that, I can see how much of a change it can make in one person.
Yeah.
So I kind of got involved in wrestling. It's like I can do this for everybody else too. So as a coach now, my big thing is to jump into a guy's thoughts and use kids on an individual way of how they feel, and kind of fill them out and say, listen, this is why you should wrestle, because this path for wrestling is going to take you to fix what you need to fix. Whatever the situation is, and every kid has his own situation, and they have their own thoughts and feelings, but wrestling is there everywhere. Every situation, wrestling is there. And I just kind of bring it to them, like, this is how you put them together, and this is how you make a difference of who you are. So it builds character, and that character builds just making successful people, like you said, after wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's great. I see all of our ex-wrestlers, they're firefighters, and firemen, and doctors, and you see them later on in hey, what's up, man? You see how they done it, and they always tell you, this is all because of wrestling. I was going to quit. There's so many different times.
Yeah.
But I said, I wrestled, and I know I can do this. And, I thank you for that as a coach. And I'm like, well, I thank you for being who you are.
Yeah.
Wrestling. Yeah, I would say putting the two together is probably what makes wrestling the best sport.
Yeah. That's awesome you said that about like just in the community later on, because I actually saw a video and it was it was like a viral video of a security guard like stopping a fight, but it was Amstutz. It was your guys' 220. But he's just like, I don't know if he's a cop or a security guard or what, but he just like he stopped the situation just perfectly, like, and it was like they were like, where's this guy's training? I'm like, he wrestled at New Haven, you know. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's awesome.
And developing the mental, I think, is a big part of wrestling.
Yeah.
They'll do their job if they feel mentally like they can.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Thanks, coaches. I appreciate talking to you guys. This is the Wrestling Matters podcast. Good luck to New Haven this season. I'll see you guys around.